Hey there, Trinity family. Pastor Lea here with a message for your week. This week, we're continuing in our series, Summer School Basics of United Methodist Theology, based on some interpretations of some of John Wesley's most crucial, integral sermons. This week, we're talking about the means of grace. That's actually the sermon title. You've probably heard people say before in describing themselves and their spirituality, well, I'm spiritual but not religious. And one wonders if one is a nerd about religion, the way that I am, the way that I think many of you watching this video are. One wonders how do you know that you are spiritual? What is it about your life that is spiritual but not religious? There are trappings of the religious life that we ascribe to. Things like receiving communion, or being or participating in baptism, or uh, coming to worship, studying the Bible. Um, I think sometimes when people say they're spiritual but not religious, it just means they don't come to church. But some of the vital ways that we connect to God and each other are through these trappings of religion. John Wesley, as the sermon is titled, called these the means of grace, these religious methodologies. He called these the means of grace. These are the ways that we encounter God's grace. They're not exclusive or exhaustive. We encounter God's grace in all kinds of ways. But we can almost count on encountering God's grace in these methods. Again, receiving the sacraments, participating in worship, studying our Bible, having a robust personal prayer life. These are called the works of piety. These are the trappings of being religious, right? But they are ways that we know that we're able to encounter God, that we're able to grow in our own Christian faith and discipleship. John Wesley also has a list of works called the works of mercy, means of grace called the works of mercy. And these are uh, actions that relate to caring for human bodies and souls, and also, I'll add, to creation. Things like advocating for justice, or taking actions to feed and clothe the hungry and naked, to visit the sick and imprisoned. These are also ways that we encounter God's grace and grow in it. And I think there's something to be said for being spiritual and religious. And I hope to talk more about it with you on Sunday. We'll talk about Wesley's means of grace, what they are, what they're about, why we should continue to do them. I can't wait to see you there.